So, girls' education has a wide array of benefits, but across low and middle income countries, women still have less education than men. And while that's changing in some regions, young women in South Asia and Sub Saharan Africa in particular still have fewer educational opportunities. We have a lot of evidence these days as to how to improve girls' education, but much of that evidence comes from small studies, sometimes with a few hundred girls. That leaves us with the question: what effective programs can governments actually implement to reach tens of thousands of girls to improve their education? Amina Mendez Acosta, Fei Yuan, and I looked at studies that reached at least 10,000 students and that focused on actually getting girls to complete their schooling or to measurably improve their learning. This study shows what we found. The biggest takeaway is that we have good evidence of programs that work to promote girls' education at scale. For example, programs or policies that have boosted access for tens of thousands of girls across multiple countries include school fee elimination. In both Ghana and Tanzania, covering school fees for secondary school girls boosted graduation rates and improved learning. In Ghana, we also see evidence of other positive benefits, like girls putting off having children by a few years to finish their education. School meal provision and building schools in areas that don't have them also make a big difference. We also know that it's possible to improve the quality of education at scale, especially for teaching basic literacy and numeracy. Let me give two examples. Programs in Kenya and Pakistan, reaching tens of thousands of students, found that providing a carefully designed mix of inputs, lesson guides for teachers, new books for students, and training and coaching for teachers, together led to big gains in reading ability. A program implemented among 80,000 children in Ghana found that targeting children who fall behind with special attention from teaching assistants led to big gains in learning, especially for girls. Most programs have smaller impacts when they reach larger scale. So while we can learn a lot about what can work from small evaluations, we have to remember that we usually won't see similarly sized effects when governments scale up these programs. We also lack large-scale evidence on improving the quality of education at the upper primary and at the secondary level. While we know that cutting fees makes a big difference for access, much of our large-scale evidence on improving the quality of teaching comes from lower grades. We also still need to learn a lot more about at-scale programs targeting girl-specific needs. Most of the programs that have been evaluated at large scale benefit all children. Now, in many cases, girls benefit the most. But take programs that provide sanitary pads or other menstrual health materials for girls in school. We have evidence from smaller studies that these boost girls' emotional and psychological well-being, but we just don't have as much large-scale evidence on these programs, as well as programs that prevent violence against girls in school. We live in an exciting time when there are proven interventions that expand access and improve learning for girls and for boys in countries where they've fallen behind. Several of these programs have been implemented successfully across multiple countries. We also live in a time when there is a real appetite for continuing to invest in girls' education. We hope that translates to testing at scale the best programs to provide all girls with the best education. The world's girls deserve it.